With that, I'm going to introduce Ryan Estis, who's going to rock us.
They're switched on. From the moment they get up, they're ready to go. They're ready to compete. They're in the right frame of mind. They're going to have a great day. They're switched on. I love that. They're switched on. When I speak at a conference, a big focus of mine is you have to give people specific, actionable content that they can put into practice immediately to change, to make a difference, to move forward, to accelerate success. This work today is so much about preparation. We all know this, the resistance is coming. And the more prepared we are, actually the more we'll welcome those opportunities to engage in that type of challenging dialogue relative to our solution and our value proposition.
If you want to have an event where you're going to get a bunch of people in the room and you want them to have high value, thought-provoking, inspired experience in the room, then it would be suicide not to bring in Ryan.
I don't mean to pick on the millennials. Well, I do a little bit. See, my generation was only half your size. No one paid attention to what the hell we wanted. So now all the Xers are disgruntled, right? And I will tell you, when we talk about this particular topic, one of the misconceptions is that the massive conflict is occurring between the boomers and the millennials. And that's not necessarily the case. There is a significant conflict between my generation and the next generation because I was at my desk for 7 years in a suit and tie, 5 days a week at 7:45 before I ever thought about asking for a promotion. And you want what? And it's hard for us now that we're in a management or a leadership role to get our minds around that shift. But we better, because today they are 26% of our workforce, and by 2020, they will be almost half.
It was dynamic.
He always gets the crowd involved.
Probably one of the best sessions I've attended in a really long time.
Capturing a lot of what's happening today, what organizations are facing.
Be a performance coach. That's the thing I tell leaders today. Go first. Of course you have to define expectations. Of course you have to hold people accountable. Go first. What can people expect from you? I would start all of my sales kickoffs that we're going to have a big year this year. Here's what you're going to get from me. Because then it's a lot easier to hold people accountable. You go first.
Ryan just gets better and better every single time I see him. His content's fresh. It's always changing. You know, you're not going to get the same speech this year as you got last year, which means it's relevant.
I've got a 20 spot for anybody that can stand up and recite their vision and values verbatim right now. Let's go. Take it out of my hand.
St. Mary's University. Its goal is to awaken, nurture, and empower students to ethical lives of service and leadership.
Wow, right off the top of your head. Yeah, way to go. Boom. That's good. Now, I would just suggest, if you were sitting there and you weren't ready to jump up and rip that 20 out of my hands, that you may have a little work to do when you get back to the office tomorrow morning. You have to create an identity, a standard of excellence, a process that's unique to you, centered around the customer that you can execute on consistently. I'm going to show you mine. This is what we call the Ryan Estis experience. 6 steps. When a client's interested in hiring us, we'll walk them through these steps. Immediately that creates differentiation because most people don't have a branded identity or an experience. It's not just one phone call. We have a process. And I'll tell you, we'll go as far as we want to talk to 10 people that are going to be in your audience. I know what you're telling me, and I believe it's true, but I want to get another perspective, and another perspective, and another perspective. And when I walk on the stage with that body of knowledge and that research, my confidence is up here. And that I can deliver exactly what you talked about. Relevant, actionable insight that moves the needle on their business because I know, because I've committed to the process. Remember who you are. market leader, category leader, employee owned, 75-year history, a company that's investing abundantly into sales skill, execution, and your competency and talent so you can go out and kick ass and take names in 2014. That's your competitive advantage. You're going to get a lot of advice from a lot of people in your life. People are going to tell you to follow your dreams, pursue your passion, be happy. I'm going to give you a little bit different advice. I'm going to tell you, go get really good at something. Be extraordinary. Be remarkable. Because it is in that moment that your passion most often reveals itself and you're most prepared to be successful doing whatever it is you want in your life. Change happens in a moment. It's an idea that sparks a decision and a commitment, and that absolutely can occur inside an hour. The experience or the work I do, it's not about me. It's about unpacking an idea and insight that helps somebody else change and transform it. I think that's a big part of the work that I do. I'm real lucky in my life. I am. I feel good. I have my health. I have people in my life that love me. I get to love them back. And I truly did get to spend today doing exactly what I love to do for a living. I hope the same for you. And I'll also let you in on a little secret. When you choose to play big and other people around you support that, every day starts to feel like a holiday. And I wish you the best of luck. Thank you. Thank you.